out of here. Hope you have a good day at work. If you're playing this back, hope you can have something to watch at work for a little while. Got a little scenery. Hope you like the coat I had. If you like the coat, hit that subscribe button. All right, we can go into this last little scene. Let's go check.
Two men found hanging from trees in Mississippi on the same day. The two men, both found deceased hanging from trees in Mississippi on the same day, Trey Reed and Corey Zucatis. There you see the photos of them, the victims. Here's what we know, folks. The initial tragedy hit at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. About 7:05 a.m., campus police found the body of 21-year-old university student Demar Travion Trey Reed hanging from a tree by the pickleball courts. The report, confirmed by University Police Chief Michael L. Peeler in a press conference, stating no evidence of foul play had been discovered to this point. The body of Reed was turned over to the Bolivar County Coroner's Office, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, and other authorities to aid in the investigation. Hours later, again, now another victim recovered off Vicksburg Casino, the trail there. Hours earlier, 1:30 p.m., police in Vicksburg received an alarming telephone call. The body of a male discovered hanging from a tree in a densely forested area off of the Amistar Casino. The coroner identified the deceased as Brandon White, male, Corey Zucatis, 36. Zucatis, homeless, his death confirmed by Warren County Coroner Doug L. Husky, who said Zucatis had been discovered about 10:30 a.m., but released no further information. Now, little is to be learned about Zucatis's latter days.
And before we get out of here, what's so it's like all this shroud things in secrecy. You should not. Let me tell you something. This is Mississippi, bitch. It's 2025. You can't be have people getting hung up and down 55 and on north, top, bottom, and middle of Mississippi and thinking this time frame. Ain't nobody gonna ask no damn questions. And then a white man getting hung too? Bitch, something is going on. Okay? Something is going on.
Days or the circumstances surrounding his death. No evidence indicating foul play has yet been released by authorities, but the circumstantial resemblance to Reed's death, namely both men suspended from trees in the state of Mississippi within several hours of one another, that has the nation in an uproar, buzzing about it at least, even though we have not seen much coverage of this elsewhere, have we? So it goes. There's more. Attorney Vanessa J. Jones of Jones Law Firm in Hattiesburg said the firm is representing Reed's family and is initiating its own investigation into his death, and they will pursue an independent autopsy. Vanessa Jones criticized Delta State University and Bolivar County officials, telling the Mississippi Free Press that both had left the Reed family rather completely in the dark after the discovery of Trey Reed's body, failing to properly communicate with them in their darkest moment. The media, the lawyer said, knew about Trey's death before the family did. That's one of the reasons for the urgency at this press conference, Jones continued, because the family is getting all of their information secondhand through the news. And a confusing incident occurred the morning of Trey's death.
See, that's a problem. People, this is, listen, this is a problem. Okay? Good. Come on, man. Listen, this is a problem. This is a problem. How do your child get hung? Okay, because I ain't saying the baby commit no. This baby ain't did nothing to himself. Y'all some goddamn liars. The devil is a liar, bitch. You lying. And then my only update is the news. The police ain't calling me. The school ain't said shit else no more. I mean, something's fishy. And maybe both deaths are not related. But it's also, I think it's the third one. Now I'm gonna do some research. But still,
30th, she said, the Grenada County Sheriff's Department arrived at Trey's family's home at approximately 9:15. They informed the family that Trey was found dead in his dorm room in his bed, she said. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump announced Tuesday he has been retained by the student's family. He will undertake an independent investigation into the death. Well, you are needed more now than ever, Mr. Crump. We cannot accept vague conclusions when so many questions remain, Crump said in a statement. I stand with his family, and I will lead a team of civil rights leaders and organizations in pursuing transparency and answers. Meanwhile, U.S. Representative Benny Thompson, Mississippi Democrat, called for the FBI to investigate that from the Associated Press. This is a bizarre one, right? Immediately, what comes to mind? Mississippi, a young Black man hanging right there. I know what's going on.
Okay, so this is the inside moment. I know. But I'm gonna tell you what I do like about tonight that I learned doing this again and doing this whole mic and speaking and being on Beyonce's internet. I haven't watched this whole story. I just seen it because I always trust, you know, this my go-to. So it's good because I had you heard back a minute ago. This some of the same stuff. So I haven't really got to see this video. I just downloaded it right here during this time when we came on live. So exactly the same thing I was just saying a minute ago. Like something it's Mississippi. Some you know, it's just I don't know. Let's finish this up. We almost out of here. Hope you here for the whole time. Thank you. Playing back. Thank you. Hope you have a good day at work. Tap in, hit that subscribe.
Under my mind. And then the circumstance that there's another incident, unhoused person hanging. Those details perhaps will never be learned, but I put faith in Crump, the investigators. Unfortunately, they have much experience at this kind of thing, uncovering details in these kinds of bizarre circumstances. So it's good. Attorney Crump, Ben Crump, and his team are on the case. But it's the other part, too, that Attorney Jones talked about, the aftermath. I cannot imagine what this family, the Reed family, is going through, no relation. You have a young man who is in college. Suddenly, you find out secondhand, which is heartless enough, that he's gone. Then you learn more bizarre details. And yet, law enforcement shows up at your house and has it all figured out. He died in his dorm room bed. He wasn't hanging from a tree. Folks, what would you believe? I know what I wouldn't believe. Anything that came out of law enforcement's mouth. You could say, well, that's harsh. They're figuring it out. The accidents happen. People misspeak. Not that much. And yes, they're figuring it out. But how much faith is a family supposed to have? How much faith is a family supposed to have when you show up at their doorstep and you don't even have the place of death? You have the body, but you don't even have the place of death, correct? You don't even have the part about inside or outside, correct? It's hard to stomach, but here we are. And a private autopsy is necessary, a private investigative team, and a famed civil rights attorney are your best shot of figuring out what happened to another young Black man. It could be nothing. Maybe it's not foul play, but Mississippi, history that we do know about, it's not been erased. There's more here, obviously. Wow. Indisputable. We'll keep following the story. And like I said, my faith is in Crump. We'll have to depend on, like I said, he should never retire. He can't retire. There's too much to do.
She is absolutely motherfucking right. Ben Crump, shout out to you, man. Sometimes as Black people, we do see your worth in our community and what you do. I wish it was a lot more, y'all. Yeah, some of these motherfuckers need to take a goddamn note. Maybe you take a goddamn training class. The being crump, make yourself a better day. Wait, there you go. Yes. Hmm. Write the book. But no, shout out to again to TYT Indisputable, Dr. Richie, my beautiful sister. But yes, it's see, something is really wrong with that story, y'all. And Mississippians, something wrong with that story. So I really hope that they keep looking into it because, Grenada ain't that big. What kind of think of it? I got a lot of family that's reads. I gotta call my cousin Jad. She know about to keep the family line up. My auntie Maud them up there on the hill. I got to call and see if they read. But it's sad because um, to come from Grenada, I don't know. You expect because it's so small. It's not a lot of people. They have one school district. They don't have a bus line. Like I grew up there. Like you gotta have like it's not. It's the country. In a way, it's just like a small town. Grenada, Mississippi sits in between Memphis, Tennessee, and Jackson, Mississippi. It kind of sits in between. It has a lot of potential, but we'll go over it another day. But it's so sad because for one, y'all ain't got the place of death right. He committed suicide, but y'all found him in his dorm room. So who moved the goddamn body? And how did he get up on a tree? And then on top of why y'all being so dismissive? And bitch, why the fuck am I? And he at school, right? I need y'all to sue the school too, because bitch, where are the cameras? I know Delta. I gotta see. I know. I don't think it's an HBCU. Not an HBCU. I think it's valid. It's HBCU. One of them. But with Jackson, yeah, but not Delta. Bitch, sue. Where the cameras at? I mean, where are the cameras at? This is college campus. It is 2025. Ain't no cameras to see where the baby went in at the dorm rooms, and y'all, something is not right. He was in school, and mama didn't feel nothing. Bitch, you lying. Don't do it on people like that. So I hope this unfolds more and more and more. If this, because like people really, what if this is like real deal, like a serial killer? Because I mean, I don't know, but maybe they're not. But if this time frame, like, is the KKK back? I mean, I know they probably down there somewhere. They're probably hiding. Mississippi's very rural in a lot of places now. Very rural land, a lot of trees, a lot of open places. You know, Bitch, I grew up there. I had to get the fuck out of there. I got 17, got my diploma, and I got to go. My mama said, you gotta have your diploma before you get this motherfucker. You gotta have your diploma. I said, my shit, diploma. Got my diploma and I was gone. Well, you know, my prayers, my condolences, my prayers is with the Reed family. Um, I gotta call my cousin and see, cause I mean, he Reed. I got to see who Reed side he getting on. Hmm. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. Tap in, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, you can follow. Go over to YouTube, and you can go find me at Unapologetic Tank, or my page is named I Don't Know Yet, but I'll put the link in the description for you, so it can make it easy. You want to support, and all the people that said Facebook that hasn't seen me in a while, this is your personal check